Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. So, should we start, Soumya?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, Soumya, which city you're from?
I'm from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh.
Great. So, can you tell me something about your city, Kanpur?
Yeah, sure. Kanpur is one of the major cities in Uttar Pradesh. It is also known as the financial capital of Uttar Pradesh and is the ninth largest urban economy. Apart from this, major rivers that flow through Kanpur would be Ganga. And most popular things about Kanpur would be that the first woolen mill was set up in Kanpur known as Lal Imli. Apart from that, Kanpur is also very famous for its leather and textile industry.
Leather and textile. So, can you tell me what is the Manchester of North?
I think Kanpur is what is referred to Manchester of North.
What is Manchester, by the way? Why do we say Manchester? What is the meaning of Manchester?
Maybe because it's an economic hub and a lot of industries are present in Kanpur. Maybe that's why.
What is Manchester? What is the literal meaning of the dictionary meaning of the Manchester? Manchester is a boy, Manchester is a girl.
Manchester is a city. In
City.
the US.
Okay. And it is known for
Industrial hub. It is known as an industrial hub, I'd say.
where it is located, Manchester? Which country?
It's located in the US.
US. Okay. Tell me something more about Soumya. Soumya, I have gone through your documents. I have seen that you have, passed 10th, 12th, you are from science background. So is there anything you want to say which is not there in your form?
I would like to mention a little bit about my co-curriculars. Apart from the academics, I was also a part of the school choir from class 6th to 12th. And I've also participated in certain debates, declamations, and creative writings at inter-school level. So I think I'd say that being a part of the choir has helped me a lot to recognize how a team actually works and how to work in harmony with a lot of people. And the creative writing and declamation competitions have helped me to value all types of opinions, even if I don't agree with most of them.
How much did you score in maths in class 12? Maths.
I scored 100%.
100% you did score. What is the value of cot 30?
Cot 30 would be root 3.
Would be root 3. Okay. Can you tell me that what is the differentiation of e to the power x?
Could you please pardon?
What is the differentiation of e to the power x?
E to the power x would be differentiation, right?
Yeah, d by dx.
That would be e to the power x.
And what is the integration of e to the power x?
X into e to the power x.
X into e to the power x. Okay. So, can you please tell me that what is your interest?
To state my interest in hobbies, I'd say that I really like singing. I like reading books, mostly crime thrillers, watching movies, and cooking as well.
So, what is the difference between hobby and interest?
Hobby is something that I do for leisure, whereas interest is something that I could benefit out of in the long run.
Okay, so then in that case, I repeat my question. What is your interest?
I'd say my interests would be singing, and then I'm also interested in learning about various languages and cultures, although I haven't had a chance to learn a particular language that thoroughly yet, but that would be something.
Who's your role model? Who's your model, inspiration?
I think I have learned a lot of things from various people, but to generalize, I'd say it would be my father who's my role model, because I've seen him growing up and he's managed to pull through all the struggles, and that's how I'd like to lead my life too.
But except your family, is there anyone?
I think
You
there's no one
idolize?
in particular, but there's a lot of people that I draw inspiration from in various fields.
Name any one of them.
I'd say our president only, Mr. Narendra Modi. Like a lot of
Narendra Modi is the president of the India.
Prime Minister, I'm sorry. Prime
Prime
Minister.
Minister. Who is the president of India?
President is Draupadi Murmu.
Who is the vice president of India?
Vice President is Jagdish Dhankar.
Jagdish Thakur. Who is the Lok Sabha speaker?
I'm not sure about.
Who is Rajya Sabha speaker?
I'm not sure about that.
Who is our railway minister? Railway has been in news in the recent times.
Yes.
Who is the railway minister?
Railway Minister is Mr. Ashwini Vaishnav. Mr. Ashwini Vaishnav.
Ashwini Vaishnav, fantastic, very good. So, I mean, some conflict is going on between Ukraine and Russia since last a year or so. What is your opinion on that? Can you put some light? What's happening in the Ukraine and Russia? Any idea? Something is happening. You must have gone through the news or so many articles. So my question, let me phrase my question. Number one, what is happening? And what's your take? And how can we end it? How can we put an end to this thing? How can we quell this quarrel? Quell this war? How can we put an end to this war? What's your views on this?
Okay, so what's happening is Ukraine had urged President Biden to let it join NATO, and Russia wasn't happy with this because it didn't want NATO interfering with the policies of the East, and that's why Russia kind of attacked Ukraine, sent a full-fledged army, and then proceeded to attack on Ukraine. And ever since, a conflict has been going on. And I think a lot of countries like the US and the UN have intervened in the war, particularly to curb it without the use of any weapons. And India has also had a neutral take on it so far because it doesn't want to hamper its relationships with Russia, which are very beneficial, but it also doesn't want a war to take place. So I think, according to me, the solution would be to as many other political conflicts, to talk it out amongst the major countries that are involved and settle the conflict amongst themselves.
Yeah. So, what is the full form of NATO, if you may please?
I'm not sure about that. I'll have to read upon it.
Never mind. So, Soumya, are you comfortable with capitals like Indian states and their capitals?
I can try.
Okay, we'll play a rapid fire very quickly. Okay. So, I will say the name of the state and you can say the capital or say pass if you don't know. Okay. Gujarat,
Gandhinagar.
Jammu and Kashmir,
Pass.
Arunachal Pradesh,
Pass.
Uttar Pradesh,
Lucknow.
Madhya Pradesh.
Bhopal.
Okay. Maharashtra.
Mumbai.
Okay. So, who all are in your family, Soumya?
My family includes my parents and I have an elder brother.
You have a
Elder brother.
elder brother. So, if we were to ask your mom to describe you, what would she say?
I think she would start off by describing me as someone who's very quiet because to other people I am, maybe not according to her, but then for a generic opinion, she'd start off by saying I'm someone who's very quiet and someone who's very dedicated to whatever I'm aiming at. She would also describe me as very hardworking because she's seen me through the past year, trying my best to prepare for this examination, and I think she recognizes that.
So, Soumya, we're going to have an extempore now. We'll give a topic, and it would be great if you can speak for a minute or so. Okay? So, the topic is, should mental health be introduced in school curriculum?
So,
If yes, then why? And if no, then why not?
do I get time to think about it?
Definitely. Would you like to have a pen and
Yeah,
paper?
So we live in a society where mental health is no longer considered a taboo. I'd say people are more openly talking about it day by day, and one of the generation that is severely suffering with mental health would be the adolescents and teenagers. Even so, many surveys and researches have shown that the school students and college students primarily who are burdened a lot by their curriculums are the ones that are under a lot of mental pressure, thus suffering from various mental ailments. So I think that angst and that teenage burden is something that needs to be curbed, that needs to be addressed. Thus, I think mental health should definitely be introduced in schools and colleges and every other educational institution, because it will provide a platform to students to come out and discuss all the problems that they've been facing without having to be judged about it. And it will also provide them a safe space where they'll be free from the peer pressure of whichever institute they're in, and it would be like a reverse psychology played on them, that the place that is actually burdening them the most is now trying to help them out of it. So I think introducing schemes relating to mental health and helping students out would be great, and which in turn would also help their performance, academic performance a lot, and in turn help the institute as well.
Lovely. So, Soumya, we now move to the last question of this interview. 3 reasons why you would be an ideal candidate for the IPM program.
I think practicality and rationality is something that I would bring to the table first and foremost, because instead of jumping to conclusions, I try to assess a particular situation first and then present my verdict on it. Secondly, I'd say that when I'm posed with difficulties, I try to maintain my composure, which in turn helps with assessing the problem and in turn solving it. Thirdly, I think that this reputed institute will only help better furnish the qualities that I already have, and would also provide me a platform to inculcate more qualities, which in turn would benefit both me as an individual and the institute.
Okay. So, practicality and rationality, composure, and then this institute would help you in building up on these qualities. I have one follow-up question. Sorry, I said that the previous one was the last. I have one follow-up question. Where do you see yourself 10 years down the line?
Okay, so I would say that I haven't set any long-term goals for myself as of now. To talk about the short-term goals, one of them would be to clear this exam, get a seat in the college, and then learn various things, get used to the exposure, and in turn get a job at a well-paying company. But if I were to talk about something long-term, I would definitely want to start something up on my own in the field of education.
In the field of education?
Yes.
I see. Thank you so much, Soumya, for giving us your time. It was a pleasure talking to you today, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All the best. तो मेरा पहला फीडबैक तुमको ये रहेगा कि कॉन्फिडेंस इज द की, कंटेंट इज द किंग. कंटेंट वाज गुड आई गेस, बट लेकिन एज फार एज द कॉन्फिडेंस इज कंसर्न, यू नीड टू स्पीक अ बिट लाउडर. दैट इज माय फीडबैक.
बहुत बढ़िया था. तुमने बताया कि मैं क्वायर में थी और फिर उसका एक प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशन जो मैंने लाइफ में उतारा है, उससे मुझे टीम वर्क सीखने को मिला. ये चीज हमें अंदर जाके भी स्कूल में सिखाई जाती है कि जब कुछ बोलो तो बताओ उसने तुम्हें बेनिफिट कैसे किया, उससे तुम्हें क्या सीखने को मिला, या उसका कोई प्रूफ. तो बहुत ही बढ़िया.